Ohio voters will start heading to the polls in just 42 days for early voting, as Election Day is now only 70 days away.
And as NBC4 State House reporter Natalie Fahmy tells us, some campaigns are ramping up their messaging. Natalie?
That's right, Jared, Jennifer. Well, there's only one state issue on an otherwise packed ballot this fall. So some Ohioans are hitting the streets to help make sure every voter knows about it.
Hi there. We're volunteers with Citizens Not Politicians. Your signature worked. We got enough signatures, and it's going to be on the ballot in November.
Michael Ahern is an independent voter and a volunteer for Citizens Not Politicians.
The people that are really happy to be able to do that. I'm happy to be able to talk about this reform.
You might run into someone like Ahern who will want a few minutes of your time to talk about Issue 1.
We're just out here today to let folks know that we have an initiative that's going to be on the ballot in November.
Issue 1 is a proposed constitutional amendment that would take politicians out of the map redistricting process and instead create a 15-person commission with 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans, and 5 independent voters.
This initiative prevents politicians, lobbyists, major party donors, from serving on the commission, and that is a huge difference from the current process. You can't have a perfect system, but there are many checks and balances in this proposal.
Top Ohio officials, including Governor Mike DeWine, Ohio Senate President Matt Huffman, and Attorney General Dave Yost, have come out against Issue 1, saying it will leave Ohioans with no recourse if they're unhappy with the maps. Republican strategist Mike Ganondakis agrees.
They want to have unelected people that answer to nobody come up with the maps that they think is best. That's undemocratic.
Citizens Not Politicians has already spent nearly $17 million on advertising. A spokesperson for Ohio Works, the group that will run the opposition campaign, tells me they are currently laying the groundwork for their campaign. It's unclear how much they have raised or spent, although last month's campaign finance report shows no money has been raised.
To be able to saturate all the Facebooks and the Twitters, Instagram, the social media aspect of that is a better price point, number one. And number two, more people are on social media.
In a written argument against Issue 1, Ohio Works calls the proposed amendment a cynical attempt to trick Ohio voters and say it's nothing more than a partisan power grab by out-of-state special interests. Local for you at the State House, I'm Natalie Fahmy, NBC4.